G'day, mate. Welcome back to Dyson Sphere with me, Jenny, and of course, the wonderful Mr. Icarus. Now, in our last episode, I left you on a planet that we started foundationing. We started painting the house green, painting the planet green. We were having a ball, but since then, some time's run. Okay, we've had a little bit of playtime. Okay, things have moved on a little bit. I was busy putting down foundations and doing this and doing that, and we were short on critical photons, very, very short on critical photons. If we go through our Dyson spheres, we have the home system at 2 gigawatts. It's been like that for quite some time. We have the Tristan system, which is now built. It's now complete, which also means actually let's confirm. Yep, you're 100% built. Which means I'm going to delete these two Dyson Swarms. So we're going to stop launching cells into those two Dyson Swarms, which means they'll finally decay over time. Also means if we look at this, we have 100% satisfaction currently. We are requesting 28.7 gigawatts, but our Dyson Shell only supplies 26.5. So this one's fine. I don't need to go add any more ray receivers, but it means we've finished making the Tristan system Dyson Sphere. If we move on to the dead one, well, we're still building that. That's going to take a bit of time. We can already see that I need to go put down more ray receivers, and as fast as I'm launching cells, they are being absorbed. Yeah, we're now at 100% absorption. Some of the older cells aren't being absorbed, but I'm sure they'll get there in time. At least that's how I interpret this, I don't know. It's there are no sales for ages. Maybe we're out of sales. That's a possibility as well. I don't know. But we have the dead one. Dead one is slowly getting built. We're probably out of sales, actually. We probably need to do something about some dedicated cell production. Then we go on to the Gemini system, which is, ad-free. Reminds you that all these channels are all these videos are 100% ad-free because I have the lovely YouTube members that have been supporting the channel, along with the patrons. Support the channel, making sure we can try and keep these videos ad-free, because that's really the goal for 2022. Trying to make the channel ad-free, have just the pre-rolls at the very, very start of the video to make sure YouTube doesn't tank the videos and still recommends them to new viewers and old viewers alike. But apart from that, move over to a crowdfunding situation, so I don't have to whack in ads everywhere. Anyway, we also then come over to Lancaster system, which would help if I actually turned that on so we can see it, which we are slowly building out. It's already up to 42 gigawatts worth of power, but that means I sort of need to do something about actually using some of the critical photons that we're now producing. So we've come out to a brand new system. A brand new old system. It's the Paymo system. If we just zoom out a little bit, we came here a very, very long time ago and grabbed the Matthew McCullough. Yeah, Jetty names. Grab the Matthews planet very, very early on, so we get sulfuric acid. Apart from that, we haven't actually been back to this system. But what I need to do this episode is, first off, I need to name the planet that we're on, which is Brandon Highland, because he's a lovely, again, YouTube member, has come over and chosen to support the channel, decided to try and help us with our ad-free 2022 goals and support the channel for all of $1 per month. It means he gets early access to videos via Discord, of course, also gets access to the channel emotes, and also gets a nice badge beside his name saying that he's a supporter of the channel. So if you see him down in the comment section, please thank him for continuing to make the channel ad-free. And it sort of feels fitting that it's Brandon Highland on a Hurricane Stone Forest, because we're going to be foundationing the hell out of this planet, because stone forests are full of soil pole. So on this planet, I decided we need to do a few things. We need to find a way to start spending those critical photons. The best way to spend them, obviously, is in science, which is about to finish the next science. So, to do that, I thought, look, let's make... We've got some nice science builds, and we could just dump them down. We have some nice blueprints that do 2-4 science per second. We can just dump down multiple repeats of those. But maybe a brand new science is required. Something that's a little bit more modular, and designed and aimed around doing 30 science per minute. And when I say 30 science per minute, I mean, 30 science per second. 30 of these guys. A full belt's worth. Proliferated with the Mark III Proliferator, of course. Which means when we get to white science, it'll actually be 37.5 science per second because it's now being proliferated. So, that's the plan. And to do that, I built myself a little bit of a test bed. And we can see that I need, and these are all 1/10 of the amount of labs I need. Okay? So I wanted to go through and sort of work out the numbers and all that sort of stuff. So we started with blue science. I need 7 of these, which actually multiplied by 10, I need 70 of these. The red ones, we have 14 here, means I need 144. The yellow ones, I have 18, which means I need 180 labs. Purple, we need 22, which means I need 220 labs. Green, we're going to need 33, which means I need 330 labs just to do green science. Then, of course, after they all combine into white science, I need 450 labs. I also did the exact same. Come on here, Chris. Oh, you found a rock that you can't walk over. Also did the same with all the different production steps. So everything from smelting diamonds, glass, energetic graphite, diamonds, silicon. I actually need a lot of silicon. Silicon is one of the biggest users. Of course, iron, copper, titanium. We have plastic. We have graphene from fire ice. I have nanotubes. We're not going to use rares for the nanotubes, but you might notice up here for the diamonds and down lower when we get to crystal silicon, we're going to use rares. Oh, crystal silicon, we're going to use rares for that. Of course, we have gears. We have magnets. Magnetic coils, that's it. You know, the green motors, the quantum chips, the green chips, the eggs, the graviton lens, particle containers, cashmere crystals, titanium glass, the motors, the diamonds, the particle broadband, the processors, the microcrystalline components, and of course the plane filters are all required to make all the different science packs. So, our plan is, over the next episode, probably 2, maybe 3, I want to build all this. Okay, 2 ratio. First off, obviously, brand new planet, we're going to need power. At the same time, we might as well launch some rockets. At the same time of doing all that, we might as well start launching some spheres and build up this planet. One thing I do want to do, because we're definitely going to need the power on this planet, is I'm going to want to juice up. See, I put it in the right tile, and then I click the button, and then it moves the tile beside it. One thing I definitely want to do is I'm definitely going to want to juice slot number 3. One more tile out, it seems. Into there. Into there. Into there. And yeah, you're in the wrong tile. And into there. We're going to need to juice power, which means not that. It means those. I'm going to want about 4,000. And we'll throw the juice in there to start with, which is probably not going to help us because... Do we have power? It would so help if I did that. But we've definitely got power now. Okay, so we need to get this up and running at the same time. I need to build the next layer around... Actually, it's mostly built. Are you importing rockets yet? No, you're now importing rockets. We need to bring in rockets because obviously we're going to have to build a sphere around the paymo system because we don't have a sphere here yet. The other thing I need to do is put in a single wind turbine, like about there. So we have cannons. We need cannons up and running because we're going to start launching sails, because we're going to start launching spheres, because we need to get, well, we need to get a sphere around every planet possible. Okay, you all powered. You're powered. You've got remote demand on. I need to jump over to here before we even start building our science. Now I have done prep work. As you can see, I've already put down these blueprints. And I have also... Wrong button. Wrong button. There we go. I have also put in our sphere. We're just going to add a layer real quick. And We're going to obviously drag this up, looking for a planet inside the orbit. Too close to planet orbit. So we do have a planet inside the orbit, so we now know where to put our ray receivers. This design here, let's turn off that. This design here is again by Blackwind, who's already submitted a design in the past. He put up the design for, I think it was the Tristan system? Yeah, it must have been the Tristan system. So he's already put up one design. This is the second design. This one, what the hell? Okie dokie. This one he calls Diamonds. And again, the blueprint for this is on my Discord server if you want to grab a copy. That's so weird, the fact that we're launching all the way through the sphere, all the way to the other side. It does look cool that it's a continuous snake of rockets. Don't forget, we're making 5 rockets per second, and with 1 sphere building, we're using 2.5. 2 spheres building, we're using 5. Plus, we have a giant buffer. So we could probably even start a 3rd sphere at the same time. Yeah, it's launching all the way over to get to this node, which needs, holy crap. Oh no, that one. 310. 310 rockets, and, well, most of them been launched already, you know. It's going well. Okay, so that's that planned out. I've also obviously put in the rings, but we need to start off on this project. So to start on this project, we're going to start with using the blueprints we've already made. Okay, I figured that's the best way for us to do it. Use some of the blueprints we've already made up, modify them where needs be, but hopefully get this stuff done in a hurry. So we're going to start with iron and copper. Okay. We can see iron-wise and copper, I need 17 furnaces, which means I need 170. So if I come in here and I go into endgame stack smelting and I click on the iron one, that's 192. So we're going to put, I want to find this dividing line. Hey, let's use a straight line of the planet. So I want to put iron one there. We want to come back in here. I want to go into there, copper one. Right beside it, and I also need another smelter, which we're going to call iron for now. It's not going to be iron. We're going to have to modify it slightly, but we're just putting it down in advance. Okay, no, actually, next thing I need to do is I need to come in here. We're going to need magnets. I don't know how many magnets, but we'll look at that in a second. We're going to get rid of the wind turbines, so I can put this preferably right above our smelters we just put down. And the other thing I want to do is I want to make these builds very, very much like the simple builds we were playing with in the last episode, or a couple of episodes ago. I want to make them in that sort of design, so they are very modular. Rather than having just a giant blueprint I put over a whole planet, we're going to have lots of little blueprints we can put wherever we want and make sure that we don't block things up. Okay, so that removes those. Magnets, I have 10 smelters here, which means I need 100, and our magnet smelter is 288, so I can straight away delete half of it. Alright, so we need to go delete that at some stage, which then brings me on to these two. We have energetic graphite and also glass. So energetic graphite, I need 11. And glass, I obviously need 5. So we're going to head across the planet, and I don't have half these resources on me, and that's perfectly fine. That is half the point of this particular build. Okay, let's start here. We know we can get rid of half of the magnet smelter. So we're just going to delete everything between there and there. We're going to change that to local. I'm going to remove that and remove that. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put coal in there with its graphite, and I'm also going to use stone and glass. And I am going to need some belts. We already have some towers with some resources here. Let's grab that so we can just get some stuff built right here. So, glass and energetic graphite. This is a 2-to-1, and also glass is the same 2-to-1. Okay, which means it normally uses a different smelter setup. It normally uses a belt in, right, and the the smelter blocks, rather than being, in this case, they're 24 long. In the case of anything that uses a 2-to-1, they're 48 long because they take twice as long to craft. But we needed 110 for coal, and because these smelter blocks are half as long, rather than running through 4 belts, or 4 smelter blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, I can actually run through all 8 off one belt, okay? Because, as I said, you know, it's a 2-to-1, it uses the resources half as fast, so it takes twice as long. But that also means I need 210 smelters. I do believe, if it was planned out correctly, if I... No, I selected too much. If I go 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, 4 block, 5 block, that there is 120, which is perfect. So what I want to do is I want to take our coal line, which would end here, have it come out just a little bit further, down here, and run it through 1 more block of smelters, which means that belt and that belt go away, and we're just going to remove that belt and run our belt through these smelters, and that will solve our coal problem. As for our glass problem, we know we needed 40 smelters, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 lots of lines, which means I have 72. I have way over the 40 that we require. In fact, I could just do 2 blocks and be perfectly fine with 48. But I think we're just gonna... Yeah, we're just going to run it through the extra block. It won't really make that much of a difference. It's probably better to have too much supply rather than not enough supply. So, that's the plan for that one. Obviously, I have to change all the recipes over on those smelters, but I don't want to waste time with Icarus putting things down, because it's just going to take time, okay? I want to try and get these planned out, built out, and then between episodes, I can do the runaround and drop everything off. So we're going to remove that, and we're going to remove that. They're both done. So that gives us silicon and titanium. So silicon, I need 280 smelters, and titanium, I need 200 smelters. Okay, so with those two numbers in our head, we can come in here, we can go in here, and we can look at stack silicon, which is 288. Oh, isn't that convenient? Okay, cool. Let's just drop that smelter. Try and line things up. There, I hope. Can I... No, I want to press... Come on. Press J, slide across. Yes, that was the perfect line. Excellent. Okay, so that is silicon done. We also want to come in here, and grab a titanium smelter. You may notice that titanium alloy and steel are not actually used in science at all. So we don't need to worry about some of the different smelter designs we've made, because they're only used in things like rockets or actual manufacturing buildings. Eventually I find the tile that is happy with. Come on. There we go. Alright. So that means that problem's gone, and that problem's gone. Excellent. Okay. So we're going to come down to the next section, which is... Well, we've got lots of different things. So we're going to work through ones that we already have blueprints for. So, gears, obviously, I need 20. If we come in here, we come in here. We go into endgame simple builds. My gear build has 32 assemblers, which is overkill for the amount of gears we need in total. So we're just going to rotate that blueprint around, and we're going to drop you, say, nope, there. Alright, so that clears out gears. Okay, next one is going to be magnetic coils. Now, magnetic coils, again, we come in here, we go into simple builds. Magnetic coils, my build is 16. So, this is going to be one of the first builds I need to modify. But, we're going to dump that up there. Now, this is one of the things I will start needing to have resources for. I want... not that tower. I want that tower. Those... and that. And unfortunately, as soon as I start flying near things, the bots are going to get busy. But that's okay. We can still build and plan and everything whilst the bots are fairly busy wandering off doing their own thing. So, magnetic coils are over here. So we're going to stop here. We're going to get this little build done first. And the important thing when it comes to this one is I put some markers on the belt. So we can see this is a return belt of 30. This is the output belt of 24, 24, and 24. Okay, and nope. And nope. And local demand. I don't need you to have that much demand, but sure. Alright, so we also have stacking level 4 on the towers now, which means each one of these belts could output an... Nope, you're fine. I want to make sure things don't, you know, start dragging resources from all over the galaxy. Okay, 24, 24, 24. Okay, but I can actually put out, you know, now on each one of these belts, they move 30 items per second, but they're stacked full high, so I can now put out 120 items per second. My return belts are still limited to 30. Now, we needed... how many assemblers? It was... 26 is the actual magic number I need. So what I want to do is I want to drag this belt out. This belt out. I don't know how far they need to go, but we're just going to drag them out. And we also know that after I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, after 8 assemblers, I'm done. The return belt is full. But what we can do is we can just sneak another return belt around the outside. And then I need 13. Oh, first off, I need to get spacing right. There we go. Spacing's right. I need 5 more machines. That's all I need. All I need to get us up to the magic number that we need total, which was 26 assemblers, not 30. I got to do some rounding. Okay, I need that. Oh, thanks. There to... can I just tag to there? I can tag to there. Okay, and we're going to grab you and 1, 2... Get spacing right. That's the right spacing. Yes. Okay. So that becomes our new and improved magnetic coil build. We just delete some excess belts because we're probably going to be putting a blueprint right beside this sooner or later in the future. And obviously I need to tag the belts and do all sorts of things later on. That's local. Cancel that. Yeah. Anytime I see a tower go down, I want to try and make sure that... it's probably pointless. We'll just bring in stuff from offsite, not change them later. Okay, so that's that build done. Next one I think we're going to do is these guys. The circuit boards, because it's literally the same recipe. Rather than using magnetic coils, it is now using iron instead. So we're going to remove that. I don't need 40, I need 36. Giving you guys the real numbers. So we're going to come into simple builds. We're going to go circuit boards. We're going to again scroll back to exactly where we're standing. No, I need to go over there first because I want to make sure I can get miners in wherever possible, because we are going to be mining up everything off this planet. Okay, I want to be able to mine everything we possibly can. At the same time, I want to try and make all these blueprints fit in as best as we can. Sort of makes sense? Sort of makes sense. Okay. So we're going to drop you there. We're going to come in here. We're going to go to there, simple builds, circuit boards, rotate you twice, and if all goes well, no, you go right. Collide. Happy? Cool. Alright, same story as before. We know we can get extra output out the middle. So we're going to drag this out to here, that out to there, that out to there, a return belt here, which for this side at least I can just drag up and around. That's not an issue. You already set up for local demand. I think that's a little bit too much, but sure. And same story as last time. After 8 machines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we've maxed out the belt, but I need to have a total of 18 machines each side. So 8 plus 4, 6, 8 is 16 machines, and I did have 18 per side, so we've still got some wiggling we have to do. Let's get that belt in place. Let's remove that and remove that, and yeah, sure, remove them one at a time. Just, yeah, I don't care. That goes that way, and all the belts really look like they're going backwards today because frame rates. Alright, so with that done, we need to extend that belt slightly. We're going to go 1, spacing, Too much spacing. That's the 8 for that belt. And then what I need to do is I need to get in 2 more belts on both sides of 2 more machines on both sides of these belts. So I'm going to go 1, 2, copy that one, 3, 4, and we're going to have that belt join into that belt without the excess. And then after we've done 2 machines, we're going to slot this outer tile and outer tile again and jam that in there. Okay, so with that done, we're going to scroll around here and we're going to look at our next build, which is going to be normal motors. Okay, so normal motors, I can see I have 5 here, which is actually 42. 42 is the core number I need, or it's the core number I've decided is probably more accurate. And we need, so that builds 64, that builds 32. It's easier for me to cut 60 back to 42. So we're going to grab that build, we're going to rotate you around. Oh, no, actually, you'll probably fit in. Yeah, you'll fit in fine. So we're going to drop that. Collides. Please don't collide. Okay, drop that build right there. We're looking for 42 machines, which I'm willing to bet is there. 46. 42. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can cut off. So we're going to come in here and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just remove these. Nice straight line there. Okay, and belts wise, you don't do anything, you don't do anything, you can go away. You don't do anything, you don't do anything, you can go away. That belt goes to there. Upper tile, and put that there. That goes to there, which means I can remove that, that, and that. You need to go technically 1 tile further that way. Okay, that needs to go to there, that needs to go to there, that needs to come back down and run into those 3 machines. And providing I've done this right, we should have 42 machines. Done. Okay, so again, back to map view. Scroll around the map. We're going to grab, obviously, after doing normal motors, we're going to do green motors. Green motors, according to this, I only need 3, which is 27. 27 is the core number. And again, if we come in here, look at our simple builds. We have this one, which uses 64. And I need, what was it? 27. So let's put this, and there's another thing I want to do. If I can use the same goop belt or juice belt from one build to another, I want to. So, oh, come on, Icarus. I can run that juice belt. Oh, I can't run that juice belt because we're having severe frame issues with so many things not being actually placed. If I run that through there, it means you don't have to ask for that. Okay. At the same time, I said, what was the number we're looking for? 32. And this build is 64 in size. Yes. Which means what we're going to do is we're going to hold down Shift, and I'm going to click that, and all those bolts are going to disappear. We're going to remove that entirely. We're going to remove you and you, because you don't need to be there. We're going to remove that goop belt. Now, these guys do have a sorter that reaches out to the far edge to grab off the belt that was here. But the belt that was here is literally this belt right here, which we're just going to drag up this side and make sure that you guys have a sorter on that belt. And done. Fixed. Okay, so it's another build down. Next up, we're gonna do. I'm missing my notes. Okay. I want to do processors and also the microcrystalline components. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I need 120. If we come in here and we go to in here, we look at this build. This build is 64, which is great. Because it means what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this blueprint and I'm going to put one there, and then I'm literally going to scroll down and put the next build too close right there. Okay, so there's microcrystalline components done. The only thing I want to do is obviously just cut back on imports and exports where possible. So as soon as you build, come on, come on. Cut off that. Again, like a lot of these towers pre-come with warpers. They're not going to need the warpers. Not anymore, because we're going to have... everything's going to be local on the planet. Well, at least all the production lines are. We may have some raw resources we need to bring in from off-site, but production-wise we should be fine. Okay, come back in here. Obviously, after doing that one, which was, what, 12? 12. We need processors. And processors, I haven't looked, but this one is 48 assemblers total. And let's just zoom around the map. We need 3, 6, 9, 11. So I need 110 of them. Okay, and this was 48. Alright, so with that worked out, we can again see that belt-wise, our return belts are the things that are maxing out, not our output belts, because we have a stack level of 4. So what we're going to do is we're just going to copy this whole build, and I'm going to paste it on the end, like so. Is that the best way of doing it? Yes, we're going to paste on the end like so. We're going to make sure that that belt goes through to there. That belt goes through to there. That belt goes through to there. That's the return belt. No, I probably do want the return belt coming this way. So we are going to have the return belt come to here. And then up a tile to the corner, back down to ground level, and we'll take you back to the tower. So this one's the same story. You go to there, and you come this way, you go that way, you come to here, and that's a return belt. And let's look at the other return belt really quickly. Obviously the gap in the middle I might trim up later and just make it a little bit smaller. You're going to have to come around the back, and you're getting local goop in. You're not going to need warpers. My inventory is going to fill up with warpers. Alright, so that takes us up to, how many assemblers is that? That is 96. And I need 104 actually. Okay, so because I need 104, what we're going to do is we're going to... I think the easiest way to do it is just going to make that far too big for the moment. Cool, I built the whole belt backward. Unfortunately, the frame rate is having issues, and I don't know why. So it looks like, at least for me, half my belts are going backward. I need you... also go that way just so we can put these guys on, and I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3 to have this belt go that way. I want 1, 2, 3. Yep, they line up. Okay, and then nope. We're going to bring that belt up to there. That belt up to there. which means you go to there and you go to... Ran the wrong way. Okay, I got one of them right at least. You go to there, and oh, this return belt is going to go straight down the middle of the build and plug in the tower. Okay, so if I've done the maths right, that should be 104, 102. No, 102. 102 is the magic number I'm looking for. Okay, so that's another build done, which means our next one is particle containers. So particle containers, according to this, I need 40, but my particle container build has 32. The real number is 34. 34. So I need 34 particle containers. My build does 32. So again, we're just going to try and line that up with the existing goop belt for the build beside it. That looks very different, but okay. There. Okay, it's happy to go right there. We're going to run... Oh! We're going to run that goop belt. Oh. No, it should be fine, actually. We'll just... cut that belt there, cut that belt there, run from there into there. Make sure you guys are not doing that and not doing that. And everything's in my way. 2 assemblers, right? 1, 2. Yes, there may be some satanic sorters on the end of the belt, but frankly, I don't care. It's such a quick, easy fix. Or do I care? I do care. Alright, fine. I do care because I know there's somebody in the comments section already yelling at me. We'll put them here instead. 1, 2. Fine. Satanic sorters can go away. Alright, that's yet another build done. Obviously, I don't have that tower, but that's fine. We're not going to overflow these return belts. Because we've got half the build coming from one direction, half the build coming from the other direction. And at the end of the day, this particular build only did 15 per second. So this belt did 7.5, that belt did 7.5. The belts moved 30 per second, so we were fine. Next on our list is, as we're running through things, actually nanotubes. So we're going to come up here and do a jump up to nanotubes. Nanotubes? Oh, and fire ice. Okay, so let's do fire ice and nanotubes. We're going to go with, in here we have graphene. So graphene has 48 chem plants. And you know what? We're going to line you up because I know how difficult chem plants can be sometimes. I'm going to put you nice and close to the equator so that way you're happy. We'll give myself a little bit of room because I expect some jiggery. And it turns out I don't have chemical plants on me. Okay, so again, our supply towers, we're going to want, well, some of those, and a lot, thank you, a lot of that. And where's chem plants? Half of those. Sorters still? 86. Okay, according to that, I still have sorters. Alright. So, chem plants wise, we needed, just scroll around the map real quick, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, so I need 40, and this particular build is 48, that doesn't seem right. Because my notes say different. How big is this? This is 12. Hang on, let me double check. Oh, my maths is really wrong. I need 78 of them in total. Okay, so no idea where I have 4 down there. Maybe I ran out. Okay, so what I want to do is we have 3 belts. We have look at the recipe really quickly. For every 1 fire ice we get 1 graphene. And for every 1 fire ice we get half a hydrogen. Okay, so this is a full belt, almost a full belt. It's a stacked belt, so it doesn't really matter. It's an output. So Fire ice is fine. We can stack the fire ice. Graphene, if this build did... I really wish past JD marked the belt. So if this build does 60, it means this belt's doing 30 and this belt's doing 30. Okay, couple of changes I want to make. First off is I want to change. I want to swap those two around. Okay, so we're going to put a chem plant there. I want to have hydrogen on that belt, and I want to put graphene on that belt. So I want input, output hydrogen, output graphene. And there we go. And literally all I'm doing is changing a filter. So they're all changed across instantly. Done. Alright, same on this side. I want to change this filter to hydrogen and that filter to graphene. And again, same story. We're just going to tab these out. They change across. Okay, and these, yeah, the last two didn't change. Okay, so with those done, I need to extend the build from the current length of 12 per side to 19 per side. So basically double the length. 19 per side, 12 per side. So I need 7? 7. So we should be able to copy, paste, move that one silly power pole, paste, and I want to put you not there. There? Yep, there. Okay. So fire ice. Fire ice is going to continue straight through. Return for hydrogen is going to continue straight through because it was only half a belt worth of hydrogen. And as for our new graphene pipes, belts, they're just going to come around the outside, as simple as all the way around, and they're actually just going to tuck into the back. Okay, and that is our graphene build done. You to there. And you to there. Okay, with that done, let's hope I didn't make the same mistake for nanotubes. The nanotubes I have, now I'm double checking. Nanotubes, I have 62 written down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Okay, so I need 62 nanotubes. Alright, so if we come in here, we go to simple builds. My nanotube build is already 48. And I'm pretty sure it works on the exact same combination as the... enough room? Yeah, it should be enough room. Exact same combination as the graphene. Oh, that didn't quite line up, but I'll take it. Clear. Okay, so again, oh, that's only 15. The return belts are 15 each. Oh, that makes life so much easier. Okay, so what do we need? We need to extend the build out to 16 long. And I have how many currently? 12. So I need extra 4 on the 12. 4. So I need to just copy the last 4. Let's copy from that end to that end. Yeah. And actually, let's copy the last 5. I can't copy 5. Because I can't put belts over belts. Okay, just the last 4. We're going to paste those there. And same story. I just need to work out which way the belts go. So that goes into there. That goes into there. That goes into there. And on this side, it's that one goes to there. That goes to there. And that goes to there. Which now means my build should be 64 And I needed 61. Okay, perfect. Nanotubes are done as well. Alright, that's it. Is that it for my pre-made? Considering the time, that is probably it. That is probably all we're going to get through in one episode. Alright, so let's just look. Remove. We've built that, and we've built that. We've built the engines. We've built the particle containers. We've built the green engines. We've built both graphene and nanotubes. So in one episode, using pre-made blueprints, ones we've made previously, we got, I'd say, half the build done. Well, at least planned. It's not built, but it's planned, and I, as you can see, have 1,000 resources sitting in these towers waiting to go. So I'm going to end this episode here. We're going to come back next episode. We're going to keep building. As you can see, maybe we're going to do another episode? Like, we're going to have to do something with the labs. The labs might take a little while. There are a couple of things I don't have marked out. Like, I do not have oil refineries and anything that requires particle colliders. They don't exist because I didn't have them on planet when I was trying to design this blueprint out. But we're building a sphere. Sphere is getting there slowly. Not really a lot of production, but let's be honest, we only started 40 minutes ago. And the other spheres are rocketing along. Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing great. You're going to get there slowly. And I already need to, as I said, go over there and add in more ray receivers. And yeah, you're up to a ridiculous amount of gigawatts. Alright, I'm going to call this episode here. I will see you guys in the very next episode. I'm going to give it a minute between episodes and, you know, put down just a tiny amount of belts and probably a ridiculous amount of smelters and power poles. Yeah, I'm going to get some stuff done. So I'll see you guys in the very next episode where hopefully we can get the other half of this build. But thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the very next episode. Alright, bye.